Yo, 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 yo. Oh shit, it's raining. I gotta go close my car. Hold on. No, I think it's just drizzled a little bit. I should be alright. Hopefully I didn't drizzle too. I don't see anything. I missed it. Anyway, so what's up? It's Thursday. Thursday. Okay, so oh my God. Sometimes when I laugh, I really wish I could catch it on fucking the podcast. But there was this one nigga named Haiti Baby. This nigga's freestyle was so abstract. It was just, it wasn't the fact that, because like all I saw was dollar signs on that nigga. Like that was like, to be honest with you, that was an original style to me. Like, I knew he was saying the same thing, money, hoes, bitches, cars, clothes, but the way he was saying it and delivering it, I mean, I'd have to give him I'd do a single deal with that nigga or some shit like that. I got a troll now on my for whatever reason, I don't really give a fuck, but I'm addressing it on here. But I don't care what they think. Here's the thing. I was playing Prominence Poker, the most rigged computer game ever, right? And I was on live, but I wasn't really paying attention. So the first time this happened, okay, I'll backtrack. The first time this has happened, I was on live. I mean, I wasn't on live, but I wasn't paying attention. So when you don't pay attention in the game, it eventually be like, hey nigga, you're not paying attention. So I did that a couple times, and then all of a sudden I got this message from this person, and they were like, you're not gonna have a fun time on here. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, trolling, whatever. And then I got a couple more messages from that same person, and they were like, you're not gonna have a good time on here, faggot. And I was like, troll. I don't even remember if I won the game. I don't even care. So I was playing PP yesterday, and I was doing the same thing. I was watching this podcast. I've been nose deep. I don't know. I've been like into conspiracy theories for like a week, just wrapping my head around. Is this shit true? I do believe Joe Biden is kind of creepy. I'm not. Like, the thing about it is I didn't vote for Hillary because Hillary was under investigation. And I was like, that makes, that doesn't even make sense. How do you vote for somebody under investigation? That shit crazy, bro. That shit too crazy. And then some of the shit that I don't know, but if some of the shit that they're saying about her are true, I would be like, to the people that supported her, in your fucking face. Not because I didn't vote for Trump either. I'm not going to vote for him now. And I'm not trying to get political, but I just like, I was like, why would you vote for somebody under investigation? That's the most suspicious shit ever. That was the most suspicious shit ever. Anyway, so I was playing poker, and I get this message, and I don't know who the fuck the person is, but now they're saying that they was like, you're a troll, you're trolling. It's like, what the fuck? I don't even care. But this person, like, they messaged me first. That person messaged me first. And I was like, they were like, I don't know. It was fucking weird. They were like, you're paying attention to me. I was like, you know what? You're my biggest fan now. Like, anybody who takes the time out to give me this much attention, you're a fan. And then they were like, stop thinking about me. I was like, you messaged me first. The internet. Don't let that shit get to you. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't let that shit get to you. Anyway, so I was motherfucking... I found the chick. A while back, I told this girl a story. It was a real story. And she was laughing. I was like, yeah, sometimes it makes me want to go shit. If I have to go do something and I get high, best believe the shit bug's gonna come. And So I was telling her this, and she was just fucking laughing. Like I'm talking about, I was like, she's gonna pee her pants. And then I thought about it after I left the place, and I was like, why didn't she ask me for my number? Like, am I not? Like all girls sit up there and say they want a nigga to make them laugh, and I damn near make you pee yourself, and you just get up and walk off and talk to the next nigga. Like, oh my goodness, my biscuit fell in the water, bro. That was my breakfast, bro. God damn. Anyway, so I see her yesterday because I was meant to meet up with somebody or meet somebody because I don't have friends out here. Anyway, I went to go meet somebody and I see her and I say, hey, I said, hey, I remember you. I told you the story about me wanting to almost poop myself and all that shit. And she started laughing. I said, you know what? Fuck you. I said that. I said, friendliness, almostness, something like that. I said something like this. Fuck you. I said, yeah, fuck you. You're supposed to be my girlfriend. You're supposed to be my true love. Or asking me for my number. I sit up here and almost make you pee your pants. And you don't ask me for my number. I said, you are not my girlfriend. You are not girlfriend material. I said that. I said, you are not girlfriend material. Because she ain't. I said, you should ask me for my number. Crazy woman. Anyway, so I think I broke past the barrier. You know how people always walk around and go, they tell you a story, and then they say something, you go, oh, you said that? You be like, no, but I was thinking it. I think I broke past that boundary, because I say whatever the fuck I want. I say whatever, and then that troll just texted me, the chick dude from yesterday, I don't know, but that's what I was saying. The troll just texted me. He said, I think they called me a goof. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not even bothered with that. But I kept asking that person, I was like, why are you on my jock so much? You trying to fuck? Maybe that person knows me. But anyway, so you ever hear how like people tell stories and then they go, man, this, that, and the other. You be like, oh, you said and did that? Said or did that? And they go, nah. But I was thinking it. You'd be like, oh, man, this is an almost story. Like almost fight stories. You ever hear people tell you stories? And then but there's never a fight. And they go, man, I was about to hit him or her. You'd be like, well, why didn't you? But man, he's like, ah, you wasted everybody's time. Tell them about some almost shit. Almost fights. Well, almost, you said that? No, but I was thinking it. Fuck. What are we telling the story for? Keep it to yourself, bro. But anyway, I've broken past that because so there was a damn, I can't believe I dropped that food in the water. I would just get it out, but it's chemicals. Anyway, not very happy about that. My breakfast. Anyway, you ever hear the term, oh man, I wish I would have said that in an argument? You ever hear it? Last time I got a strange call, it was a really hard troll and it scared the shit out of me. You better have your number in my caller ID for me to pick up. Anyway, so people be like, the meme that people go, oh man, whenever you're in an argument, you say you wish you could have said all that shit. I fucking say it. Fuck all that. Fuck going to sleep, having the person one up you. Or what you do is you sit on it and then you just hit the person back with something else. That's what instant messaging is for. Because here's the thing. Next time you get into an argument, and then if hopefully it's not, it depends on what kind of argument it is. And if you're trying to ruin people's lives, then, then you can do this. If not, I mean, I don't know. But just wait a couple days, or if you get something to say after a couple days and ain't nobody called no truce yet, just fucking nail into them with what you got to say. Because I really think people really have a strong sense of wanting to be accepted. Like real talk. Like, I don't know, but, people need to realize that everybody ain't going to be your fucking friend. But not everybody's going to be your enemy. You know what I'm saying? I was at work one time, and I didn't like nobody there, and nobody there liked me. And it was old fucking K. Oh, man, it was a pleasant time. I just walk in, nobody say nothing. Very few people give me orders. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I didn't want to fucking talk to them, because they were telling me what the fuck to do. Hi, how you doing? Can you do this for me? Can you clock in early for me? For me? Come on, please. We need you. No, you fucking don't. Okay? No, you fucking don't. I'm gonna eat. I remember one time the boss came at to me with some retaliatory shit. He was like, the next time you need something, because the chick asked me some shit. She was like, hey, can you clock in early? And I was like, man, I'm being set the fuck up. It wasn't the fact that they wanted me to clock in early. It was the fact that they were setting me up to do some shit. It was the fact that they were trying to set me up to do some shit and then start taking away some time. You get what I'm saying? It was like I saw the game plan. Like some lady needed to leave like 30 minutes early, and the manager came up to me and was like, hey, can you clock in 30 minutes early? You'll still be able to eat and stuff, but we just need somebody on the clock. And I was like, the first thing they're going to ask me to do is start doing shit and then give me 10 minutes to eat. Get the fuck... I hate this place already. So then the manager came up to me and was like, if you ever need anything, just remember this, because, we do favors around here. If you ever need a favor, you may not get that favor back. I was like, oh, okay, bet. I was pretty high when this was going on, but it was kind of cool. I was like, what the fuck ever? And then after that, work was just super shit after that. Like, the crazy thing is I would walk in, like, I wasn't nowhere far the best employee, but I made it known I didn't want to be the best employee after a certain time. I mean, I did the job, but I didn't give a fuck what you said. So, with that being stated, like, I would come in. Here's when I first started, I would come in, and then shit that could have been done before I walked in wasn't done. And then they would sit up there. They would sit up there and be like, hey, can you do this? So one day I said, why don't they do that? They were like, well, I said, no. Every time I walk in here, it's never done, and yet you come to me to do it. And then they would walk, so I would walk in, tables would be dirty, and then the ladies would just jet off to the back every single fucking time. And then they would come to me and go, can you clean that? I said, why don't they clean it? And then one excuse was, oh, she was in the back. I said, listen, she was here before I was. She needs to clean it. And she did. They started having their own. Come on now. And then I got the reputation of being lazy and no good. I was like, fuck you all. And then I figured out how to call this guy a rat in fucking Spanish. I was like, Ches molas. Cause I started eating nachos, fucking snitch ass. I don't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. But I guess I did, because I got up. So there was some nachos on the table. And I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to eat them. So I sat down and started eating them for a couple seconds. And this nigga went and grabbed the manager like a fuck. I wish I could have kicked his ass. He went and grabbed the manager, but luckily I had dipped off. And I saw him going back and pointing. And I was like, I went and asked one of the cooks, I said, how you call this motherfucker a snitch in Spanish? I said, how do you call this motherfucker a snitch in Spanish? And he said, Ches molas. I said, bet. As soon as I saw that nigga, I said, Ches molas. He looked at me. He just looked at me. And I was like, the reason why he probably didn't tell the manager, not because I was harassing him, but probably because he was probably surprised that I figured out how to cuss him, how to insult him in another language. I said, Chess Mullers. Every time we walk, I say, he's Chess Mullers. And then I got into it with this old lady. Yeah, here's what, fuck those people. So one of the old ladies that was always talking shit to me, and I was talking shit back to, because to be honest with you, I was high. I don't give a fuck. You know? He's slow. So fucking what? If I'm slow at the fucking job, nobody there is perfect at their fucking job, okay? Because if you were so perfect at the fucking job, you'd either be running it or doing your own fucking thing, okay? That's what perfect at the fucking job means, right? Anyway, these peons, and it wasn't just them, it was everybody talking shit to me. Yo, you suck at janitor. I remember this one girl told me I sucked as a fucking busser, and I went, so? I said this shit out loud. I said, so? And she said, but it's your job. I said, I don't care. And I walked off. I said, fucking so? And then the same chick she stopped talking to me for like 3 days, right? And I was like, oh. Well, I counted it. But, okay, here's how I wouldn't really pay attention. But it was 3 days, and she said, I was mad at you. And I said, oh, why? I said, oh, why? She was a very attractive girl, too. Like, she was like 18, too. So, she was definitely legal. Anyway, so, she was like, I was mad at you. I was like, oh. She said, but you are like the worst busser. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's cool. I don't care. And I was like, well, she said, but I said, oh, I didn't really pay attention. I didn't really care. She said, you didn't care? Why not? We're friends. I just bust out laughing. I said, we're friends? We're friends? I have friends here? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't even... What? I said, what? We're friends? I remember one time talking to one of the dudes, and he said, we friends? I said, we friends, nigga? What's my last name? But I was cool with him. But friends? Come on now. Nobody there was my friend. I wasn't friends with nobody there. We just worked together. There's a difference. So, I did chill with him once. But, so anyway, I was like, what's my last name, bro? He said, well, I don't really have friends here. I said, that's more like it. I'd rather you say that. I'd rather you say we're strong associates, nigga. Because my friends know my last name, okay? They know shit, okay? So with that being said, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me or do like me. But I'm not going to... there's a difference between being blatantly disrespectful to somebody and going, oh, I don't care if they like me. No, bro, you got issues. You know what I'm saying? Because... So anyway, back to this old lady story. So anyway, she was talking shit to me because I don't remember. But, I was the only one doing certain things, and I was getting called lazy. I was like, fuck these people. Did I fucking enter the fucking Twilight Zone or something? And it was even the black people against me. That was this crazy thing. Like, it was all a bunch of Nazis. Like, it was fucking crazy. Even the black people were against me. And I was like, what the fuck? Did I just fucking wake up in the I should just shit on the floor right now to wake people up or something. I don't fucking know. Ugh. So anyway, me and this lady was going at it. And she said something. She said, you bad busser. And I said, fuck you, stupid old lady. Like, I said that shit. I said, stupid old lady, fuck you. Fuck you. And she said something to me. She said, I work hard or something. I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, I don't give a fuck. And then she tried to tell on me. And I was like, so she did tell. But they came up to me and they said, did you say that to her? And I was like, what did she say I said? And I was like, I don't know what she heard. And then at the job, they were talking shit. They was like, oh, you're slow. It was these two dudes talking shit. And I was at my end. It was like towards like my quitting time. It was like, when did I quit? I don't even remember. It was like April. I was having it. It was like April, May or something like that. I started having enough. So I was doing this job and they was like, oh, something. They were talking shit. So I walked over to the dudes and I started giving them the middle finger. I said, fuck you, fuck this job, fuck you some more, fuck everybody here, fuck you. God damn, here's a double middle finger to both of you motherfuckers. Fuck you double time. I just went on a fuck you tirade. I was throwing the middle finger up at these two people, but they were just a scale representation of like the whole establishment. Oh my God, it felt so good. I was like, fuck. And then I just finally stopped showing up. But the moral of the story is, don't give up. Instagram is not real, bro. Instagram, all that shit ain't real. And it kind of makes me feel better. But I don't, like the Bible says, and I'm not the biggest Bible follower, but this is the first thing that comes to mind. Don't fall. The Bible says, when your enemy falls, do not celebrate in the sum of things. And don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Yeah. So, with that being stated, it just feels better that... Because I remember this one chick I dated. She was... Oh, man, she turned into a fucking babe. And the fact that... She was, oh goddamn, she was so. So I met her in 2015, and I had a job, and I was going to school. It wasn't doing too much, but it was kind of more than what she was doing, right? So with that being stated, I remember looking on her Instagram, and now it dawned. Her Facebook, like before I started trying to get at her, and she had all this money. Like, the spread money. And yet, she didn't have no job a couple years later. And I was like, you need to take that picture down. Because, I'm telling you, anytime you show money on your on your social media like that, I'm going to assume you always got it, bro. There was one dude, he had a stack of money with him. And yeah, he was working at a construction site. Like... and the thing is maybe I didn't know him or no shit like that, but, he had, like, girls with titties on his face, which is fucking excellent. Do you really think that was for free, bro? Like, think about it. Do you really think that shit was for free, bro? Like, stunning is hard. Just admit you ain't got it. Because you gotta lie to everybody and then keep it up. Jesus Christ. And then the feeling to want to be accepted. Listen, so here's what shed some light on. So at that job, there was this dude, he got his feelings hurt because this chick said, yeah, we're not friends. She said, I fuck with you at work, but there's, I wouldn't fuck with you outside of work. And that's just it. And, especially people at work, you ever hear people walk around thinking that they can't be fired? Especially, it's the peons that walk around, that mostly I've been around, that be thinking that they can't be fired and shit. So, they walk around and be like, you can just tell in their aura, their persona and characteristics that they think they're the shit as the peon. And they'll be like, this job needs me, the manager loves me, this, that, and the other. And it's usually like 2 months later, they just fired. Like this one dude, he was the super dishwasher. This nigga swore up and down everybody needed him. He did one little ass mistake and this nigga was gone. Yeah. Well, it was a pretty big mistake, actually. But, and I guarantee, and one of the managers was doing the same thing. I'm just saying what I saw. But it's always at the job, man, they need me. No, they fucking don't. You're a peon. That job does not need you. And do not tell me what the fuck to do, because you will get your feelings hurt. I remember this one dude told me, and where he is now is like, I always wish the best. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't always wish the best. But to this brother, I didn't like him, but I did wish him the best. And I remember telling that to somebody. I was like, but I don't want anything bad to happen to him. He's about to go do something great. And you can't hate on that. Anyway, but before that, his persona was thought he couldn't be touched. You know, he wasn't really real with himself. And I think that's just at his age and shit like that. You know, I think that's just at the age. Yeah, listen, when you spend some alone time with yourself, you get all the answers. You get all the answers. You get all the answers. And then you start getting comfortable. You know? But don't try to fucking be accepted. That's the worst thing you can try to do is go out and try to be accepted. Maybe I'm talking to myself too. But in the try to be accepted part a little bit, but I know, okay, I give a shit about people's opinion 5% of the time. And sometimes it's a big 5, but 95% of the time, I really like going, I don't care. Ooh, they are done, son. Yeah. Because the thing is people have a whole nother mentality. Like I've learned, people have a whole nother mentality. Some people, you know, they're gonna outright just dislike you. But some people have a whole nother mentality when you just don't fuck with them. And they don't know why. Or you ain't talking to them. So I'm going to end this segment with this. This is my favorite Who Is This story. I don't know if I told it or not. I don't know if I told this story or not. But with the risk of running a blooper, I'm going to tell it. So, I worked at the candy store. Wait a minute, maybe I did. I worked at the candy store and this girl came in. She gave me her phone number. And... oh yeah, I did tell this. She gave me her phone number. And I called her. And long story short is I called her a couple times. We had a couple of conversations. And I was like, bet, I'm kind of feeling you. So October 31st, it's literally October 31st. And she was telling me how she was talking to this guy at one point and she thought he was really arrogant and she's probably talking to me. And she was like, yeah, I went 2 weeks without talking to him and this, that, and the other. And I was like, hey, yeah, you know, maybe you shouldn't do that to me. I think you're a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? We should really get to know each other. And she's like, So I hang up. And I remember she had told me she had like bypass surgery on her stomach. And she said I eat really small. And I was like, I said, well, then I guess that's a longer time for us to enjoy each other. And she said, oh, yeah, that's really cool. It was a really good pickup line. She was like, that's one point. So I was like, okay, cool. Please don't do 2 weeks on me. That was on a Friday, October 31st. So... literally 2 weeks go by. I'm laying in bed. Because I had hit her up. I texted her a couple times after that. I was like, hey, how you doing? I even left a fucking message. And I was like, so 2 weeks go by. I just forget about this girl. 2 weeks go by. It was 2 weeks. And she hits me with a fucking hey. And I went, who is this? God damn, that shit felt so good. I said, who is this? Never heard from her again. Never fucking heard from her again. And to all the bitches, and I do mean male and female, to all the bitches out there that are going, maybe she was busy. Yeah, okay. Listen. Don't fucking bullshit me. Don't fucking bullshit me. That shit is funny. I was busy. Bitch, you looked at the fucking messages. Just like that one other girl I worked with was looking at the messages, leaving them on delivered, but watching my Snapchats. What is the world fucking coming to? That shit is fucking weird. How is that? You leave me on delivered. But you watch my Snapchat. And one of the chicks I didn't fuck with at the job that I hated, and everybody hated me at the job. Listen, this girl was going through the exact same thing, and she was talking to a group of girls, and I just happened to hear because I was there, and she was like, "Yeah, this guy is leading me on, and this, that, and the other. You know, he was giving me the signs, but he don't answer the Snapchat when I send it to him, but he be watching my Snapchat." And in my head, I was just like fucking block him. Just block him. Listen, you really ain't missing out. Unless you find somebody that you fall in love with, and this is the worst advice coming from me. Fall in love with somebody, and then you start missing that person. Everybody else is just fucking the numbers game up until then. Numbers game, fuck. Fuck. Numbers game, fuck. Get what I'm saying?